Hello YouTube. So I know a lot of you oh, I love McDonald's, and honestly, me and my family, except for my brother, like it. Um, so I'm probably gonna run this for you. Okay. Found. Let's see. Is this it? Yes, here it is.
Hey, what's happening, all you most amazing people? Welcome back.
Oh no, why do I keep doing it?
Alright, I just got to drink water. I don't know what happened, but this right here is the top 10 strangest
See, I'm gonna
found
start
in
it over.
McDonald's foods.
Oh.
So I'm Landon, and let me start off fast with you guys. What do you eat at McDonald's? And if you guys don't eat at McDonald's, what is your favorite place to eat at? And for you guys who love McDonald's, after listening to this video, I'm sorry. Alright, so starting this list off, in at number 10 we have McDonald's French fries, with the side order of used condoms. I mean, is this real life right now? This happened in 2009 in Switzerland. And it was an unwrapped condom found inside of a Happy Meal given to a 7-year-old girl. Every child enjoys the plastic toy that comes with the trip to McDonald's, but this right here was way too much. The mother complained and an investigation was launched to find out if the condom posed any health risks to the young little girl. Basically, they wanted to know if they had any secret sauce inside. I mean, that, my friends, is pretty disgusting. Alright, so biting its way into number 9 spot, we have the Big Extra with chewed gum. And the chewed gum is an extra inside the burger.
ABC gum.
This is, where's this on the menu? While taking a lunch break from work, a Vancouver man that goes by the name of Max Ipinza stopped by his local McDonald's. He ordered his meal, sunk his teeth into the burger, and tasted something other than meat. He tasted peppermint. The man discovered a half-chewed gum in the middle of his patty. McDonald's again launched an investigation. While Max checked himself into the hospital, fearful that he might have contracted hepatitis, but luckily for the mega restaurant McDonald's, he did not. I mean, that would have been a huge lawsuit, like bigger than big. So this took place back in 2007, and Max has told the media that he eats homemade foods from now on. Alright, number 8 takes us to Melbourne, Australia. What's going on down there? Where a man found maggots inside of his Big Mac. No! Thankfully for Lee Savage, he always opens up his burgers prior to eating them to take out all the pickles. But between the bread, the lettuce, and the meat was shocking. Maggots everywhere. They were alive.
Yeah.
Live maggots. He first reported it to the police, but they wouldn't help him. So then he returned to McDonald's and informed the staff. They took the burger from Lee, stating that they would perform an investigation. Lee demanded a refund and an apology. To this day, Lee claims he is no longer loving it. Alright, so taking a coffee break in at lucky number 7. Maybe not so lucky for this guy, but we have a man who drank his entire cup of McDonald's coffee, only to discover a dead mouse at the bottom of his cup. This story comes from Canada, which is where I'm from. This has me a little bit worried on what is going on in Canadian McDonald's. The man's name is Ron Morris. He removed the lid to take his last sip when he was hit in the face with a dead mouse. He also found mouse feces inside, meaning the mouse is probably still alive in that cup. And are you guys wondering what McDonald's did when they informed him? Well, they launched another investigation. If I was Ron, I'd be looking for free coffee for the rest of my life. Up next, in at number 6, we have a human tooth that was found inside of an order of fries. This story comes from Japan, where a man enjoyed his Big Mac, but when it comes to the fries, with an unexpected surprise, he found a piece of a human tooth. A third-party organization examined the tooth. Also, McDonald's did dental checks from all their staff members. All the employees' teeth were all intact, so where the heck did this tooth come from? Although it's horrible to find a tooth inside of your McDonald's food, it gets much worse. It really does. Alright, moving into number 5, we have an early morning surprise. It's breakfast time, and we're talking about a delicious hash brown infused with the frickin' cockroach. Did one just go by right now? The guy doesn't want his identity to be identified, but this guy, will just call him the unknown man. He went on to Reddit. Is that a freaking cockroach? He went onto Reddit to upload his picture, and as you can see, he had half eaten of a hash brown before discovering something foreign was attached to it. At first, he thought it was a moth, but later was determined to be a cockroach. For his trouble, McDonald's offered him a free breakfast for the next time he's in. There was, of course, another investigation that led them to believe that the cockroach had actually attached themselves to the hash brown upon delivery, and it wasn't a cockroach from the store because they claim they don't have any cockroaches. So they're blaming themselves, but it's wasn't themselves, if you know what I mean. At number 4, we have one man's brush, and with disaster when he found a wired brush in his McChicken. In 2010, 18-year-old Brett Stevens from Kidderminster, England, took a bite out of his meal only to discover a wire brush that was a whopping 5 inches long. Now, I have no idea how anyone missed this, seeing as it's hard to find a McDonald's burger any bigger than 5 inches in diameter, so this thing would be sticking out. The boy's mother stated to the media that the restaurant manager laughed at the mix-up and offered them nothing but an exchange in their food. Now, in this instance, there was no investigation, and I bet you someone in the McDonald's was probably like,
Oh my god! Did someone just find my brush? Oh, was it in the McChicken?
Alright, so a needle found in a double cheeseburger and not a haystack. This comes in to number 3. So this double cheeseburger was packing a syringe needle. This one really creeps me out. A 14-year-old girl from Reading, Massachusetts took a bite out of her burger and immediately spat it out. After feeling a sharp piece of metal she felt between her teeth. Thankfully, the way in which she took this bite did not allow the needle to puncture her gums or mouth, or if she swallowed it, she would have needed surgery right away. The investigation this time did provide some answers. It was concluded that the meat came from Ohio and the needle might have broken off during the vaccination of a cow. But
I'm sorry guys, but I have to pause this. I'm sorry to say this, but whenever like they're getting like the factory that the meat came from or somewhere like French fries, they package them up, like the meat up, and then they run it through a big, what's it called, metal detector. Hold on, guys. I'm getting a notification. Oh! I'm sorry, guys, but, okay. So, it runs through a metal detector, so what I think is that somebody might have, like, had a needle for some reason and dropped it in the hamburger. I don't know, but it runs through a metal detector, so like they could check if any metal and stuff is in there, but I don't know. And they didn't show any pictures with the needle in it. They just took a picture of the hamburger and you didn't see the needle or anything, so I don't know.
Just to say that is not a good excuse. Alright, so clocking its way in at the number 2 spot, we have the infamous Chicken Head McNuggets. What? Is this real life right now? Catherine Ortega, an American mother of 2, bought some chicken wings and she distributed them between her kids when she noticed that one of the pieces was a little bit odd looking. Upon closer inspection, it turned out to be a fully formed, perfectly intact frickin' chicken head. It was battered and fried, waiting to get dipped in sauce and enjoy it. McDonald's never launched an investigation on this one after Catherine went to the media prior to notifying the restaurant.
Okay, I'm sorry again. But, sometimes, you know how they, like, chop off the chicken head and then they put it to the side and then the meat, like, and it's in a big pile or something? Well, sometimes what happens is, like, if it's in a big pile, a piece might fall in to the the chicken stuff. So I don't know what you want to call it, intestine, chicken breast, chicken thigh, just chicken. But like they fall in, and sometimes McDonald's, you know how they are, they like it's packaged up, so like when they get it from the company, like, they could just open it and deep fry it or something. Well, sometimes what happens is they don't have to go, like, pick it up and examine it and see if it's okay. So sometimes something, like, one time, there were kids, and I'm not going to reveal their names, but, they were twins, and their mom had brought them some food from McDonald's. And what happened is they got a really big, one of them got a big chicken burger, and it looked fine, but then the other one got a 10-piece chicken nugget, and there was a chicken wing in there, so bonus.
On there, McDonald's has downplayed this story as a hoax, but Catherine has the pictures to prove it. But what do you guys think? Is this a McDonald's mess up? Or is it a hoax? But I guess on this one, unfortunately, we'll never know. Finally, we've all made it into the number 1 spot. Are you guys hating McDonald's yet? Because this one probably takes the cake. So someone who's attempting to eat healthy, because, you know, some of the menus at McDonald's, they might have some nutritional value to it. And I'm talking about the McDonald's salads. Well, I have bad news for you guys in this story, because it wasn't all that healthy.
I'm sorry, but this is all I have for today. For now on, I'm going to start leaving the very last one for you guys to see. So, check out top 10 disgusting things found in McDonald's food, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye, YouTube.